Hey, 8th grade, I can't believe it. We're out of school, right? And what are we going to do for sculpture? Because you were in the middle of working with clay. And as soon as we get back, we will resume that. So we're going to just skip ahead to a project that I enjoy working on with my 8th graders called the Recycled and Upcycled Project. And one of the things I think is really important that as you read this definition is that you understand that upcycling is reusing waste without destroying it. That also means recycling is where you have to break down a product to reuse it. Like if you're going to recycle paper, you got to break down the paper to create new paper. And that takes a lot of energy. So a lot of students in this project choose to do upcycling where they can take something and just use it for a new purpose. The idea of that could be you could take a soup can and decorate it to become a pencil holder, things like that. And I thought this was perfect for you to start doing this around the home since you can use some materials that you have at your space. Okay, so I always like to ask these questions like, how do life experiences influence the way you relate to art? And a lot of times we are relating to art because of what is near us and what is happening in the world around us. When there's wars, we see art based on that. When we look at what's going on right now, I did a Google search on coronavirus art, and people are responding by creating artwork wherever they are. You know, and if we were on a beach, it makes sense that we would make sandcastles or we take the shells from the shore to create something. So while we're at home, let's take stuff that we have at home and create art out of it. I'm asking you to be innovative, but a lot of you hear this term but don't ever know what the actual definition is. And so when we're thinking about being innovative, it's where you have to be a critical thinker and an original thinker. So you're going to find ideas online, but I'm asking that you specifically are innovative in the way that you design your products so they are one of a kind. We have a couple of videos, and this video I'm going to play for you. I want you to see how innovative they are. It happens in a city where they live literally on a garbage hill, and they're very, very poor, but think about how they're innovative in what they do. So I'm going to play this video in this movie.
Mi nombre es Ada Maribel Ríos Bogado, tengo 13 años y toco el violín.
Me llamo Juan Manuel Chávez, más conocido como Baby, tengo 19 años y toco el cello. Este cello está hecho de una lata de aceite, la madera tirada en la basura y las clavijas son de una vieja cuchara para golpear la carne y para hacer el ñoquis. Y suena así.
So let's be honest. That cello is made out of garbage. So tell me, how good can this possibly sound?
Sí. Una comunidad como Cateura no es un lugar para tener un violín. De hecho, un violín cuesta más que su casa.
En ese grupo acá mismo encontramos el colado de violín. Y de ese empezamos los instrumentos reciclados. La familia que acá vive recicla todo lo que hay en la basura y se vende. No pensaba antes que yo voy a hacer ese instrumento. Y me siento demasiado feliz cuando estoy viendo a un niño que está tocando un violín reciclado.
Cuando ya escucho el sonido del violín, siento como mariposa en el estómago, así una sensación que no sé cómo voy a explicar.
La orquesta de instrumentos reciclados es una orquesta que toca instrumentos hechos con la basura.
Now, if you want to hear or watch more on this video, you can come to this PowerPoint or you can Google this because there are so many videos on them. I think it's incredible. Let's keep going though. When talking about things and garbage that are around you, you definitely have more resources than what that community had. We drink sodas all the time or flavored waters that come in cans, and you can use these. I like watching this video because I think this guy does a great way of explaining.
This is an F-16,
How he
an
makes
Air
it.
Force jet. It's just like the Thunderbird. There's two different styles. Just put them together, you can tell the difference. One has a single tail, one has a double tail.
How about this biplane over here?
The biplane is constructed a little more nostalgic. That's 15 cans to make one. And it spins, and also the wheels turn.
That's great.
Thank you. And of course I have the large one and the small one.
How long does it take to make like the biplane that you had?
This here takes about 20 minutes or so. With 4 cans, it's really easy. This is really a simple design. This one a lot more the larger one takes about an hour and a half. A lot more cans involved. With a lot more detail and time. Basically, just taking an idea and going forward. But here's an example. Like I take a picture and then I take a glance and I try to copy this. And I take a jet example and I place it in front. You can kind of tell it looks similar to it.
Yeah.
So that's where you get all your ideas with books and magazines and realizing what you can and can't do. This is like origami in a sense.
Yeah.
Just using a product, a recycled product.
How long have you been doing this?
Over 25 years.
5 years?
25 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really good product.
Well, at this point, like I said, I've gone to the aircraft because I feel like that's what a lot of people like and enjoy, especially in San Diego. I've adventured out and did many other things in the past. It's just that sometimes it depends on where my initiative is and also to how I place the item and what I want to create. But the biggest thing at this point is it's fun to experiment, fun to go forward, also to utilizing the product. Like I said, at this point, after cutting the can, you make sure that the product does not have a sharp edge at all. A real flexible product, really easy to use, where you use a bend, a pull, crimp, and then glue the pieces together and you come up with different ideas.
What a great product.
Well, thank you so much. You know, like I said, I think at this time a lot of people are looking at different ideas of trying to recycle products, and this is just one idea I have in mind.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, love seeing that. I love the fact that he was very open about his soda cans. Just he used scissors to cut them out. He acted like they were origami, and that just really gives you a lot of power in how you do it. I also love that he constantly was referring to different materials. He was definitely innovative in how he came up with his designs, but it doesn't mean that he wasn't going without looking at resources. So if you want to make a plane or a car or a train or something, always do some research. As we continue, I'm going to skip this, but it's in my PowerPoint and it shows 66 different versions of recycling. Something that we have common around our house are recycled bags, and I thought it was interesting how I've seen crochet with bags, basket weave with bags. It's amazing what people have done. So ultimately, our learning target is that you are going to demonstrate willingness to experiment and innovate, which means this is exactly how I'm grading you. By the time you're done with this product, I'm not necessarily looking at how precise the final project is. I'm really looking at how you experimented. You're probably going to end up getting frustrated at some point working with this product because I'm not going to be there to give you quick answers. Therefore, I need you to be very thoughtful about being persistent and really being willing to take risks and try new ideas in creating something. You also are going to get a responding grade to this, as in I do need you to write about your experiences while creating this. You're going to be doing this in a photojournalistic way. So here's some things and some examples. This cat on a computer was designed with just cardboard. This outfit was designed with bottle cap tops. My previous students have done everything from yard art to taking an old mirror and adding plastic spoons to it to create an interesting design. Whether you use silverware or whatever materials you have around you. So you will find that in my PowerPoint or presentation, if you want to look at magazines, you can. If you want to look at soda cans, I have links for you. But everybody needs to go to this link. And this is where we're going to end today's lesson, is just we're going to go through and take a look at these examples for you. So if I were to click on that link, you will end up getting this. And you can, of course, delete this image and drop in your own images. But this is something that I want you to turn into me. I'm giving you all of spring break to think and come up with an idea, and I need this for me on Monday after break. I want to know if you think this is a recycled or an upcycled project. You need to think about what supplies you need, and do you have your parents' permission? So today being day 1, that's today. Day 2 through 4, that's going to be after spring break. But I want you to fill this in, and you're going to turn it into me, but you have a week to do that. I also want to point out Pinterest. I just Googled things like how to upcycle t-shirts. You probably have those laying around. I did have students make rugs with them, and I did have students take their jerseys and turn them into pillows. I Googled recycled art generic form and saw things from plastic water bottles to paper to felting. Here's some more plastic water bottles, things that you might not ever think about. I did a Google search based on soda cans and the tabs and the cans. There's so many ideas out there for you. I did magazine art because you can cut up magazines and you can create art with upcycling or repurposing those magazine pages into art. I even thought about my kids who are athletes and into sports, and thought, what are things that they can do that they'd actually like to have in their room? Because I don't want you to just make art for me. I want you to make art so you end up making something that you want to have. And last but not least, I was thinking a little bit about the ever so popular duct tape. So this is an upcycle or recycle project. If you actually went out and bought duct tape to do a project, I don't know if that falls under upcycle or recycle. That would fall under repurpose, like using the tape for a new purpose. So I want you to kind of be thoughtful about how that's a little different, yet I would still allow it. So going back to the lesson plan, you'll notice on the PowerPoint, you'll have access to the PowerPoint and ideas of where we're going forward. But slide 19 is where I want you to end in today's class. All right. I miss you guys. Take care.